Everybody's been so nice yet here in Paris, and I always hear how French people are so annoying, but right now it's been nice. So I just arrived in Paris from Los Angeles, and I wanted to talk about a couple of things about traveling. I'm also forgetting, sorry. I think I wouldn't want either of that 100%. I have to say that I'm having culture shock on both sides, being European, but living in LA. Just each country has something better than the other one. And right now I'm at that point when I'm like, will I ever have both? There is so much I like about America, so much I hate about America, so much I love about Europe, so much I hate about Europe. How to have both? Is there even a way? But the truth is, I feel like we're still comparing all of the worlds that we know. I wouldn't want any of those only. I love having a little bit of California, I love having a little bit of Europe. And honestly, if there's a world where everything that I like from both of these countries exists, I'm so down to live there. But I haven't found one yet. So for now, I have to travel between both and more because I haven't been to Asia yet. Soon to come. A couple main differences I wanted to mention is the approach of individualism. So in Europe, I feel like that's not a thing at all. That's maybe why the system works as well, because everybody just kind of follows the rules and there's a system and restrictions to things. That's why it remains clean and working, I guess. At the same time, you're so weird and so judged when you're different, when you're individual, when you're trying to approach goals and things. I always felt like it's such a problem in the society, and I had to face so much. I had to be so strong to actually stay myself. Whereas in California, I'm gonna talk about California, not America necessarily, because California is a little different than the rest of the America, and I haven't been to the rest of the America. I feel like in America, it's just so easy to make changes, figure out things quicker, system-wise, and to be yourself. Anything you are, people will be always like, oh great, you got it. That's what I love. In the beginning, even when I was stressing about things, people were like, you got it, Sarah. And then you figure out that maybe things are not that big of a deal, actually. It's not that hard to fix things, figure out things. Because I feel like everything was such a problem in Europe. Always. System, make a change, ask someone for help, to cooperate. It just went with so much talking shit. I'm like, come on. So that's the one thing I really appreciate about America, and that's what I was missing in Europe, and that's why I went to America, to fulfill this need. At the same time, I obviously miss the fact that things work. I miss public transport. I miss good food. I just miss kind of the basic needs covered, kind of. At the same time, I like that I'm not really forced to act a certain way to have basic needs covered. I don't know if that makes sense, but I have the freedom to choose in California. Anyways, I miss public transport. But this video is not only about comparing America and Europe, but about traveling in general. One thing that I really want to emphasize is no matter where you are, where you live, stay being a tourist. Being a tourist brings so much magic. The fact that you realize that you're at one place only for a certain amount of time. Even if you live somewhere, you might move out. Even if you live in one place, the same city, you might move out of that place, of that neighborhood. Things might change. Always appreciate the time that you're there and treat it like a tourist. Go to all these cafes, visit all these historical places, talk to the people on the streets, learn about the local culture, local scene. Because first of all, it brings the magic, the observation, the wonder about how different everything is, and the appreciation of, oh, this is now, but it's not forever. Even if you live at the same place, you will be meeting different people. The woman in grocery store will change. She will not work there her whole life. Some might, but a lot of times, no. Appreciate the now, see the magic in it. It's no better than just having a backpack and wonder. Get a camera, even if you're not a photographer, get a camera, analog, digital one, small one, not necessarily a bougie one. Take photos of everything that interests you. Make a diary, make a journal out of it. Make a presentation if you don't want to do it a physical way. Even though I think physical way is still the best for your mental health. Have it as a chapters in your life. I'm telling you, it will just bring so much magic. I'm repeating this, but trust me. Then I always hear how French people are so annoying, but right now it's been nice. Fun fact about that though, I feel like the most positive and nice and fun people are usually the immigrants in every country that I've met. And I don't know what it is. Is it maybe that the people just appreciate that they can be there because they have all this history behind them, or that family does? Just an observation. Another thing I love about traveling is that slowly, the more countries, more places you travel, slowly the whole world is becoming your home. Because with every place, once you've been there, you kind of already know it. Like, you figured out the public transport, you figured out the places to go, the nice spots, you figured out what kind of people live there. Like, you get it. You already understand way more than before you went, obviously. Or just even like compared to the information you learn on the internet, you have your own experience right now. And the next time you're gonna go to that place, you will already know. You will be like, oh, this is how I get from the airport. This is the part I want to stay in. This is the places I want to visit. I already made some friends. I can already visit them as well. I already have connections. There is always a way how to get from the airport as a local. When you buy a ticket to get from the airport, usually by train to the city center. That's how in Europe. There is the people who the assistants that should help out the tourists. They are locals themselves. They will give you their honest opinion. They don't need to sell you anything. If you're gonna buy a ticket for €20 versus 5, they're not gonna have anything out of it. They're here to give you advice and help you out. Ask them how locals travel. This helped me a lot in Amsterdam, and I did it in Paris right now as well. First of all, I googled it, like, how do Parisians travel, how to get from the airport to the city center, and it said the normal way is metro ticket, ride costs €2. And then I come to the machine there to buy a ticket from airport to the city center, and it says €13. And I was like, oh, sorry, can you help me? So do I need to get the card, because you have to get a card first that you have to pay for? And then she was about to collect the €13 ride, and I was like, no. I feel like this is way too expensive. What's the other way that I can get to the city center? And she was like, wait, actually, you can go to this stop, and then from there you can go there. And voila, instead of €13, I paid 2. In Paris, honestly, it took a little longer than if I went the more expensive way, but I had no rush. I'm in Paris. I'm enjoying my me time here. I wanted to chill, and I just took the bus and I went through all these everything, scenery you can observe. Like, for me, there's no time wasted on the way, in trains, in buses. You get to observe so much and learn where you maybe want to go back to. €11 saved. And you can apply that in any other country. This is not a tip just for like a Paris. This is a tip for every time you travel from the airport to the city center. And now I know, because I've experienced it. And I can use it for my future travels. Traveling just fulfills me so much. I feel like I gain so much life and motivation to do things when I travel. When I'm staying at one place for a long time, I'm starting to get bored, fall into the stereotype, losing motivation, honestly. When I travel, the new things, new people, new sceneries, new lifestyles, new priorities, new cultures fulfills me with so much curiosity that I want to film everything, I want to talk about it, I want to be out there, I want to make connections, I want to share myself with the world. Keep traveling, people. And I feel like in America it's not really a thing, or especially in California, because I don't know, people say it's expensive and stuff like that. But honestly, I see you spending all this money in Denny's, fucking Applebee's. I see you spending every day $20 for lunch, dinner, whatever, just because you're lazy to cook and you could save that money for travels. Don't get me started. Traveling is not expensive. Just get into it. I feel like people are scared because they don't know and they just think, oh, flight tickets are expensive, period. They're not. You can buy a flight ticket from LAX to anywhere in Europe for $1,500. You can buy it for $500. Just check the websites, check the dates, do your research. Try harder. Spend the same amount of time that you spend for Googling what kind of iPhone to buy. Spend the same amount of time for Googling what kind of flight to get. Don't ever tell me traveling is expensive. I was never sitting on money and I was always traveling. More tips coming soon when I come back.